Hey everyone, welcome back. Welcome to your computer class. Today we are going to continue with the topic making presentations interesting. Our today's session includes inserting a screenshot, creating a photo album and adding transitions to our slides. So let's begin. Let's learn how to insert a screenshot. A screenshot is basically an image or a picture of the display on your screen. So let's follow these steps to insert a screenshot to your slide. So I have opened my PowerPoint 2013 software. I will choose any of the template according to my need. For now, I am going to select this one. I'll choose a particular color and I'll click on create. I am going to insert a new slide from here. For example, I am just choosing this slide, title and content. Now, we have to see the steps how to insert a screenshot in our presentation slide. First step is go to Insert tab. Secondly, click the slide where you want to add a screenshot. So I have clicked on this slide. Third step is click Insert tab and click on Screenshot in the Images group. Now, we will do one of the following things. If you want to add a full window, click the desired thumbnail in the available window gallery. So if I want to add a full window, as these things are open, so it will take the screenshot of these. Now it will ask these are the following available windows, so you can choose among them. So I am, for example, choosing this. Now the screenshot of my Google Chrome has been added onto my slide. I can increase or decrease the size and I can scale this picture. Now next step, to add the part of any window, click screen clipping, and when the pointer becomes a plus or a cross, you have to press and hold the left mouse button to select the area of the screen you want to capture. For example, I just want to capture these things. So now you will see the screenshot of my screen is been added. So this option gives me the entire screenshot, and this option of screen clipping allows me to select a particular area from your screen you want to capture. Now if again I'll go to insert. Now note that if you have opened many windows, you can click on any particular window before you take a screenshot. As I want the screenshot of this window, I will click and open it. Then I'll click on my presentation and now I'll go to insert and screenshot. So in the available windows, it will show me this only. So now this part is added as a screenshot here. I can scale it down to the size I want. So three things I have told you. Either of these you can follow. You will go to insert, screenshots. In the available window, you can choose the full screen option. Secondly, you can choose screen clipping. It allows you to take the clipping from the screen and automatically it gets added onto your slide. And third option is whichever Windows screenshot you want. If I want the screenshot of this, you will open this, go to PowerPoint, go to screenshots. If this is your window, open it, go to PowerPoint, go to screenshot, and you will see it under the available screens. You can click and add it. So this is how we can add and scale the pictures or the screenshots of our screen. Now let's see how to create a photo album. A photo album is a PowerPoint presentation that you create to display the photographs. So let's see what are the steps to create a photo album. My presentation software is already open. Now firstly I'll select a particular template from here. I am going to select this one. Right, I am going to insert to create a photo album. So first step is go to insert. Under the images group you will see the option of photo album. Now whenever you click on new photo album, a new presentation gets created automatically. So I will be selecting new photo album. Now click on file, disk button in the photo album dialog box to add pictures to the photo album. I'll click on this. Now I'll browse for the pictures. For example, my pictures are in library. I'll select the under the libraries, I'll select pictures, I'll go to sample pictures, and I'll see all the pictures there on my computer. Now I want to add all these pictures to the photo album. So first step is click on a particular photograph, press Ctrl key on the keyboard. Now while you have pressed Ctrl key, keep on using your mouse to select all the pictures like this. I have already pressed the Ctrl key and now I keep on clicking these pictures. So Ctrl plus clicking of your mouse will select all these pictures and then you'll click on insert. Now you can choose as many as pictures you need from your folders that is present on your computer and click on insert. Now in this photo album dialog box, you will see all the pictures that you have added to your photo album. You can rearrange the pictures by clicking up and down arrow keys like this. You'll select this and you can move it down, you can move it up. You can remove it also. So this is how you can rearrange your pictures in your picture album. Now you can select any picture layout. Either you can select one picture per slide, 2 picture, 4 picture, or 2 pictures with title as per your need. And then you'll click on the create button. This creates a new photo album presentation. So a new presentation is going to be created. Create. Now this is how a new presentation gets created. You can click here and rename the photo album, and you can see here all the pictures that we selected are in our photo album. So this is how, students, you can follow these steps to create a photo album. Adding transitions in PowerPoint. The way one slide follows the other on the screen is called a transition. Let's see how to add transition effects to our slide. Now we will learn how to make slides and objects more interesting by making them appear, move, disappear, etc. This we are going to do by adding transition effects. So first step is create a small presentation. For example, I have already created a photo album. Now I will show you how we can add the transition effects to these slides and make it more interesting. First step is select the slide from the slide navigation pane. Now click on Transitions tab. Here you can see the Transition tab. Under this you will see various type of transitions. By default, none is selected. You can add any of these transitions. This is a drop down arrow. I'll click on it and I can see various transition effects. Now on this very first slide, I'll click this very first slide. I'll click on the drop down under the transition tab, and I'll click on any of the exciting transition effects. I'll select curtains. So automatically you can see the preview, or you can see the preview using this preview tab. I'll select the second slide. I'll choose random bars. So the transition gets applied in between these two slides. Now next I'll select this. I'll go by wind. See students, I'll select the next slide. I'll select glitter. I'll select the next slide. I'll select honeycomb. I'll select my sixth slide, and I will select aeroplane. Now airplane transition is selected. In the next I'll select split. For my 8th I'll select a shape. For 9th I will select rotate. So this is how we can apply transitions to our slides. Now there is an option of apply to all in the timings. You can apply a single transition effect to all of your slides also. Now on the very last slide, I want to add the sound. Now when you select this slide, you will see sound option here under the transitions. Here I'll add applause. Now shall I preview it? You can see students. So I can add various sounds from here also. Now it is already selected on mouse click. It means when I will view my slides in slideshow, I have to click and then only the next slide will come. Let's see how. For a slideshow, I will go here. This is a button for slideshow, or the shortcut key is F5. Now until unless I press enter or a mouse click, it will not move forward. See, when I click my mouse, the transition effects appears. This is my slideshow mode. So I have applied transition effects to my slides. This is the end of my slide. So this is how we can add transitions. Now if I want my slideshow to be automatic, I'll uncheck it and I will click on the timings option. So automatically after 2 seconds, I have chosen the time 2 seconds like this, 3 seconds like this, the slide will move automatically without the mouse click. So students, for making your presentation automatic, you can choose after and set the timings for the slideshow to be automatically played. I'll show you how. Now without the mouse click, after 2 seconds or 3 seconds, whatever the time you have put, the slide will move forward like this. So right now I am pressing escape to come out of my slideshow. So these are the various effects called transition effects which help you to make your presentation more attractive when you move from one slide to another. So when you move from one slide to another, these transition effects are applied to your slides.